little while away from that 24K that we've been looking at. Ab ki baar 24,000. That's something we started off by saying when the elections were still due. Feroz, is that going to happen? I'm sure that you would remember that we were discussing this right when the elections were in the offing, and we had spoken to you that time too.
Yes, yes, Sakshi, I think this was your phrase which you coined, "Ab ki baar 24,000." I think that was very, very innovative phrase, and I very clearly recollect you having said it when we were at 22,000, 22,000, 23,000 kind of levels, sub 23,000 levels for sure. In my opinion, I think these are all psychological levels, but I'm very positive for this financial year for Nifty. Given the kind of earnings which have come up, and that's what Shail sir and me were discussing with our viewers. So I think that 24,000 is very likely, given the fact that I have tracked one data which has always, or not always, at least for the last 2 years, given the right signs for 10 times out of the 11 I have tracked it. So I think that's the FII long short data in the index futures. Anytime it goes 80% or above on one side, the market starts moving on the other side. So today we are almost at an equilibrium. The FII long short data on index futures says 50-50, close to 50-50. So I think markets are not overbought or oversold, at least from a short term standpoint, because this variable has said it right. For 10 out of the 11 times in the last 2 quarter years when I've tracked it very mathematically. So I think 24,000 is very likely, but I'm reasonably confident that the market is going to be buoyant. On 4th June also, I said this at 21,200 levels when people started predicting that markets are now going to be a falling knife. But I don't think that would happen. So I think markets are going to be buoyant is one conclusion which I can reasonably make with a high odds. Now, 24,000 definitely is something, and Sakshi, I think, aapke muh mein ghee shakkar, that phrase which you have said should become true sooner than later, is my perception as well.